I want to apologize to all the Gen Zers out there who have been asking us millennials for some advice about how we got through the recession in 2008 and how we survived. Because back then, my rent was $500 and McDonald's actually still had a dollar menu. You could literally just walk into any store and ask for a job and they'd probably give you one. Now, the minimum wage was lifted in 2009 to $7.25, and it's still the same 16 years later.
Apology accepted, bro. Because at this point, Gen Z's cooked for real. We already been knew this. This is not new news. Again, this is me shedding light on the whole situation of cost of living. I'm going to keep making these videos. I'm pretty sure everyone's like, oh, Cal, why do you keep making these videos? It's the same video. I'm going to keep making them. I'm going to keep making them until something's done about it. I'm sorry. I can't let go. No one else is talking about it but me and a few other creators. But I'm not going to stop talking about this shit. It's getting worse every day. We don't see it on the news. All we see on the news is Donald Trump this, tariffs that. Bro, what about the cost of living? Can we talk about the cost of living? Can we go ahead and try to fix that? I mean, you really got to sit there and look around. Like, I feel like everything, like this is a crazy conspiracy, but I feel like everything is meant to distract you. Try to put you in a whole different mind space instead of focusing on stuff that's right in front of you. Back in the 1960s, right, you had people working 40 hours a week, had a nice paying job, had a little cushion, able to get a house, you know, have a family of 5, a big ass house. They just bought it for 5 grapes and an apple, and they were living happily ever after. They had the American dream, a fantasy nowadays, but it's the reality. What this guy says is right. Like, we used to have fucking the dollar menu back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember that. Millennials, Gen Zers, if any of y'all remember that, we had the dollar menu. Gen Alpha, this is not for you, bro. These were the good old days. You probably don't know about that shit. We had the dollar menu. We had $5 footlongs. Now, when you go to Subway, a footlong is what, $7? All that good shit, bro, back then we don't have anymore. It's getting worse and worse, and wages have stayed the same the whole time.
Now, housing was much more affordable, and you could get a used car with basically a song. Now, the $5 footlong was actually a foot long. Now, it's heartbreaking to tell you all in Gen Zers that you actually have it so much harder than we did. There is no comparison. We also didn't have social media influencers flaunting their wealth in front of us everywhere that they go to make us feel bad about the position that we're in. So I'm sorry, there's no comparison. You have it so much harder and so much worse. My only advice is to be as loud as possible, to share your experiences, and to vote for people who aren't worth more than $1 million.
A lot of what this guy said is completely valid. Everything is glamorized on social media now, whether you want to believe it or not. Like, you see all these young influencers, oh, I bought my Porsche GT3 RS, I got the wings out at 19. Like, bro, we see all these rich influencers, we see all these people living lavish lifestyles, whether it's real or not or fake, who knows, right? It's all glamorized on the internet. So now it's implanted in people's brains like, oh, this is how I should be living, or I feel like I'm behind. And it's not true. A lot of people aren't even living like that. This is the top 1%, if anything, especially at 20 something years old, 30 years old. That's like 0.5%, bro. People aren't actually out here living. People are actually struggling day to day, believe it or not. So you have all this stuff thrown in your face, glamorized, and now you feel like, oh, you're not worth anything, da da da, this and the third. And it gets even worse with the people, you know, who you elect in office as well, especially what he's talking about, how we elect all these millionaires and whatnot. Again, all these millionaires like Donald Trump, Elon Musk, you know, whether you want to believe it or not, left, right, whatever you are, right wing, left wing, I don't give a fuck. You could be blue, purple, or fucking dog, lizard, bro. It don't matter. All these people that are high in power that make X amount of money are in the upper echelon of like the elites, you know, higher than middle class status. They're not looking out for the middle class, bro. They're not looking out for the working people. They're not looking out for the lower class either. They're all in it together trying to make more money for their rich friends and themselves. That's just how it works. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you think Trump is the next coming of God, whatever you believe, bro. Things are getting worse and worse every day. And the only way to try to get a change out of it is either everyone comes together and stands up and speaks out about it, or do something, protest, I don't know, do something about it. And I think one of the many solutions bring awareness to this topic is like what he said, just keep speaking up about it. This is why I keep making videos. Oh Cal, you keep talking about it. I'm gonna keep talking about it. Like I said, keep spreading awareness, try to do something about it, bro. I wouldn't just sit there and just take it if I were you. Like, at the end of the day, these people are playing with your money, playing with your time, playing with your life. That's literally what it is. Shit is 10 times more expensive than what it used to be years ago. Not even that long ago, by the way. Salaries have been stagnant for the past 16 years, right? But everything else went up. Make it make sense, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just really struggling with my job right now.
Hey, it's 11. Pays the bills, right?
But it doesn't.
What are you talking about?
It doesn't pay my bills. I can barely make ends meet, and I work over 40 hours a week.
Oh, then just get a second job.
I do. I have a second job. Still can't pay all my bills.
Maybe you need to work harder. Work more.
Did you not hear me? I told you I already work 40 hours a week or more. I should be able to pay my bills with that.
Okay, then maybe you just need to find a new job. It doesn't seem to be working out for you.
I don't think it should matter what job I'm doing. I should be able to pay my bills.
Have you ever thought that maybe you're living above your means? I haven't been to the dentist in 5 years.
Whoever is making these videos, keep making it, bro. It's not just my algorithm either, because I keep seeing all these videos about Gen Z and cost of living and how rent is going up. All these videos have cleared over like 2 to 3 million views, bro. So keep spreading awareness to these topics, because they swear they could just like keep it under the rug. Do you notice like it's not on the news as often as it needs to be? Like every now and then they'll bring up the topic, oh, cost of living. What can we do to mitigate it? What can we do to, relieve the effects? And they're like, oh, well, cut costs, cut spending, start to budget. Just bullshit answers, right? Nothing too serious. No clear-cut solutions, right? Bro, just keep spreading awareness. I like seeing all these videos. It's not just my fuck. Keep spreading awareness. It's not just my algorithm as well. Obviously, it's blowing up all over the internet because it's a big topic. Nowadays, Gen Zers, we work for what? Like, what do we gain at the end of the day? I work 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours a week just to come back to a one apartment that I'm paying $1,900 for a month. And then once I finish paying that, I can't afford anything else. I get no incentives, no bonuses. My job could up and fire me whenever I want to. There's no job security. And then what? I lose I'm fresh kicked out of my house. I'm evicted. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no, like, morals are off, bro. Bro, I swear, morals are off. We're playing a game where, like, morals are off. Difficulties all the way up. Extreme. And we start off with, like, 1 HP, bro. Dead ass. Like, it's terrible out here. So you got nothing to show for all this work that you're putting in. And God forbid you want to get a better education to show what you worked for. Nowadays, that doesn't even mean anything. You go ahead and get a software engineering job, get a civil engineering job, whatever type of engineering job you want. Come out of college, guess what? If you don't have an internship or connections, you're cut. You're not making more than 70K off rip. Maybe 70K, but you're not getting those 6 figures, that's for sure, off rip. It's just any field, though. Any field that you want to go into, you're not going to be making what you're worth. They want you to have blood, sweat, and tears and 5 years of experience before you even try to get a job. So that's another topic in itself. Just want to focus and loop back into the cost of living real quick, right? It's just getting outlandish. Like, at what point in time are we going to, stop raising these prices? It just doesn't make any sense. You got people out here jumping from place to place because they can't even afford the rent anymore.
I seen a creator on here talking about people need to stop moving and bouncing around. That's why the rent high. Just renew your lease, like all this other stuff. But let me give you the perspective of a mover. right? I've had 5 apartments in the last 5 years. Let me tell you why. In one of my apartments, my lease was up. They sent me a renewal offer. They said your rent's going up $150. I said, why? Nothing has changed in this place. If anything, it should go down. Like all the damages I've caused in here and my kid. So, but it's going up. They said, yeah, you know, the market, blah, blah. The market. Okay. Do my research. I pull up the website. There's a unit next door available. Same layout, same floor plan, same style. And there's no new renovations. $200 cheaper than what I'm paying currently. Not the new rent. That would have been $350 cheaper. What I have now, it was $200 cheaper than that. But what's the catch? It's for new tenants. New business. Okay. So I try to call them, try to figure this out. Hey, bro, by the way, can I just move in that one? Because I'm going to just move in there. It's $200 cheaper, same floor plan, same everything. We good, right? No, you actually have to pay a $500 transfer fee just to move units. And then on top of that, you don't get that new price, that new rent. That's only for new tenants.
You got landlords out here raising the rent for tenants that's been living there for years. But then when a new tenant comes in, they're paying less than the person that's lived there for years. Now, make that make sense. It's like I don't know what they got going on, bro. I don't know what they have planned, but it's all just greed at the end of the day. Everyone's greedy. Everyone's fucking greedy. I don't know why. Like, have you guys ever noticed that? Even with people that make a lot of money a year, even millionaires, they always want more money. And I get it. Like, who wouldn't want more money? But at a certain point, like, you're making millions of dollars, billions of dollars, and they still want more, bruh. It's never enough. So imagine the people that are at the bottom of the totem pole. It's never enough. So everyone's trying to always one up each other and try to scam people out of things. So you got these tenants living in here for years and you're still raising the rent on them. But for a new tenant, it's less than what the person have been living there for years. It just sounds like you're just trying to scam people, honestly. I don't know, bro. Dog eats dog world, I guess, bro. Doggy eat dog world, bro.
Since you're an existing tenant, it would just be the same rent as your other place. Make it make sense. So then I said, you know what? Screw it. We gone. 60 days. Here you go. We out. I checked the apartment website. What do you know? The unit that I'm moving out of is now $200 cheaper for a new tenant. You see how that works? It's not us. It's the apartment complexes. It's the scam that they have going on. But this is the best part. When you pull up a new complex, they will have newer renovations and they'll give you 2 months free just because you're a new tenant moving in. And your rent is going to be cheaper than the last place you stayed at. So while moving costs and all of that sucks, for sure, I hate doing that. In the long run, I have a cheaper place, a nicer place, and 2 months free. So that is why I move around. It's not our fault at all. It's the apartment's fault. It's the apartment industry.
Anywhere you go nowadays, everything's just so expensive. You go ahead and try to move into a 1-1. Like I said, you're looking at $1,900. There's no job, especially minimum wage. There's no minimum wage job, I should say, that's going to allow you to live on your own. You're probably going to have to live with 2 to 3 other roommates. There's nothing to show for it. Not a house, nothing. And every single time I see videos like this, it's getting more and more disappointing. Everywhere you go, it looks like everyone's out to get a quick buck. Subscriptions out the ass. Everyone's just trying to make money somehow. And it's all by fucking scams that are illegal. Legal scams. So, yeah, man, I don't know. If you guys do enjoy topics like this, let me know in the comments section down below. I could always talk about something else if you guys want me to, but someone got to bring awareness to this shit. Because it's getting fucking ridiculous, man. Like I said, wages have stayed the same. Minimum wage has stayed the same. We already adjusted the rate for inflation. Stagnant for the past 10 to 16 years now. Everything increases though, right? That makes sense. So yeah. That's pretty much all I want to talk about today. So let me know what y'all guys think below. And thank y'all for supporting me, man. I'm almost at 2K subs. 2K. So make sure you guys share this video, like, comment, subscribe, so that way I can, get to 2K faster. Again, I appreciate y'all's support, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So, peace.